Hi there, thanks for joining me for TCM Imports. I'm Alicia Malone, and I'm excited to take you to Spain to watch two films directed by Carlos Saura. Soon we'll see Cría Cuervos from 1976, but first from 1973, it's Anna and the Wolves. Both films feature Geraldine Chaplin, who had a professional and personal relationship with Carlos Saura throughout the 1960s and 70s, starring in 8 of his movies. Geraldine Chaplin was the daughter of the legendary Charlie Chaplin and his fourth wife, actress Una O'Neill, who in turn was the daughter of playwright Eugene O'Neill and writer Agnes Bolton. Geraldine moved to Switzerland with her family when she was 8 and became fluent in French and Spanish, the latter coming in handy when she moved to Spain in the late 1960s and started acting in Spanish films. Here she plays Anna, an English-speaking nanny hired to care for 3 children in a remote house in Spain. Anna quickly realizes how dysfunctional this family is. There's the lecherous father Juan, his nervous wife Lucy, his ailing mother, his military-obsessed brother Jose, and the other brother Fernando, who prefers to live in a cave. All of this serves as an allegory for the different factions that existed in 1970s Spain, such as the military and the Catholic Church. Carlos Saura knew that his films wouldn't be approved by censors if they were overtly political, so he had to sneak his protests in, disguising them in symbols, fables, parables, and dreams. This film has been called his most brazen, and it is quite disturbing, anchored by a brilliant performance by Geraldine Chaplin. So let's watch from 1973, it's Anna and the Wolves. Wow, that's not a film you will forget easily. Anna and the Wolves was made when Spain was under Francisco Franco's dictatorship, and director Carlos Saura was part of a group of Spanish filmmakers who used their art to protest against the regime, though they had to be clever to get their movies approved by the censors. This was Saura's 8th feature film as a director, with his filmmaking career starting in the late 1950s. He had originally begun as a photographer, but his brother encouraged him to enroll in film school in Madrid. There, Saura developed an appreciation for Italian neorealism films, which inspired him to use on-location shooting and non-professional actors for his debut film The Delinquents from 1960. Saura's films became more political in the 1970s, disguised in allegories, and he sometimes repeated motifs across several movies, also working with the same actors, the same producer, and the same crew. Saura began working with Geraldine Chaplin in 1967 on Peppermint Frappe, and they went on to have a very fruitful creative partnership, making 8 movies together, including our next film. So keep watching TCM Imports for another film by Carlos Saura, made after the death of Francisco Franco. It's Cría Cuervos from 1976, which won the Special Jury Prize at the Cannes Film Festival and sees Geraldine Chaplin playing 2 roles. Enjoy, and I'll see you soon.
Next on TCM, Cría Cuervos, then Queen of Outer Space, and later, Satellite in the Sky. Stay in TCM's orbit today.